Hey everyone, it is Tabitha for Someone Girl, and I'm here today with a video tutorial on one of the hottest trends right now, and that is agendas, personal planners, filofaxes. And what I wanted to talk about is how to extend your current Some Odd Girl stamps and put them into your planner. We definitely have had tutorials about using the whole stamps and adding them into different places on your planner, but I wanted to concentrate on the little extras. So like here we have Photo Kaylee, and she has a little Polaroid picture, and I plan to use that today. Star, little flower, heart, stuff like that, as well as your sentiment stamps. And it's about extending your current stamps into something that you can use every day, and it's about being quick about it because you don't want to spend too much time on your agenda. The whole point is to keep your life organized, not to dress it up completely. So we will concentrate on just stamping, no coloring, and we will go. So first, this is my agenda. I asked a couple weeks ago in the Some Odd Girl Facebook group, what is the best planner agenda, and I got great links to go check everything out. So I started doing research on what I wanted. So I opted for a filofax style. So I can take things out, I can add things in. It's still new, so I need to figure out how to lay it flat. I decided to dress it up a little bit. Here's some of the Some Odd Girl Sunshine Sorbet papers. This is my favorite pattern, so I decided to put that as my first sheet that I see every day, and eventually I'll add some alphabet stickers and add some things there. Throughout the entire planner, I have it specifically for my blog, so I have kind of basic info, which is just, right now is just months, and then I have my weeks. I have some notes, I have a blog tab saying what I want to do with my blog, some important things like expenses. Especially as a crafter, we definitely need an expenses. I need to be able to write down what all I've spent and how much I shouldn't spend, and yeah, I'll know what I'm talking about. And a to-do list. So what I wanted to go over is, this is actually the second time I've done this video. The first time it didn't, I kept focusing in and out, so I have to redo it. So I'll go over that the week that I did for that. Here's my current week, in which I'm actually videotaping, and so then, I have edits, Some Odd Girl video, so yep. Each week I'm putting in my cards, since this is specifically for my blog, and I also have some layouts, because that's one of the things that I wanted to do, is that I wanted to be able to, offline, actually start putting my layouts and just scheduling my cards. I decided to use a washi tape system. Blue is Some Odd Girl. My other DTs are purple and pink. And then I'm using different Some Odd Girl stamps and different stamps. You might recognize these for different things. So my nephew has a birthday. It was on the 14th, and so I used the Owl Days Clear Set. I used the tiny little present to go ahead and stamp it there, just so I know, hey, need to send a card, need to send a message. So this is the week that I did. In the first video, and I used different elements in the things. I think we're getting a little visitor here, so excuse the kitten. Say goodbye, Milan. Yeah. So, first week that I did, I used the Fall Friends. I wanted a fall themed. I used Pumpkin Fun Fall Friends. I used the little stamps. I used Happy Day. I cut up the clear stamp, which is what's great about clear stamps, is that you can cut them and put them back together as needed. So I have the dewdrops for my to-do list, the actual, there she is again, my actual sewing bit. That is from, which set was that from? That was from another set. It was Thank You May. So then I have my cards that are going to be due, and then I have another little Nutsy Kaylee there, and then I have a little digi stamp that I've made into a sticker, and I'll go a little bit over that in this week. So this is where I have already prepped this week. There's some things that I want to do on every single one. One, I have I need this sheet, and it has my cards that I have due this week. These are actually the posts, and then I have created these stickers that are my social media to make sure that I get every little social media outlet that I want to be on. So I have Split stampers, Flickr, Instagram, we love it, Pinterest, you know, Facebook, Google Plus, Twitter, that kind of thing. And I do that for every single post that I do. At least I try to. And by having this list, I'll be able to check it off as I go. We will talk about that little thing there. And then here's my week. So the first thing I do is I take it out. And so that I have a flat surface to work on. These are printable. I self-printed these out. They're on a little bit thicker paper. But when you are using a planner, you need to make sure that you're using pigment ink pads. We normally use a dye ink, and that soaks up into the paper, and so that causes bleeding. So you use a pigment ink when you're doing your planners. And also when you are picking your pens, make sure that they don't bleed through. I'm using the friction clickers, one because I like to erase because it is a planner, things change, as well as this clicker type of the friction pens are actually refillable, and I love these. I've used these for years now. Also with the washi tape, I decided to only use my Sharpie with that because it's washi has a waxy kind of coating to it, so you want to make sure that you can see that. So normally what I do is I will put some washi tape to reinforce the holes. Or I can use ring reinforcers. With this kind of paper, it is thicker, so you don't have to really worry about that. And I went ahead and I put my lines for my to-do list. I also have a little hydrate stamp. I put that in, put my pay day. I also put a little notation of when I'm working. Since I'm working half-time to full-time, it's very variable. So I need it in a small section, but I need to know when I'm working because that allows me to know when I'm going to be able to make the cards. So instead of putting the washi tape down the middle, we are going to start with putting washi tape on the 2 days that I know I have a card. Now I have purple for one of my DTs, so I'm going to cut this off, make a nice little banner, and then that's on a Thursday. So I just put that there to know that this is the post when it goes live. And then cut off the little excess. Nothing too hard here. And this is definitely movable, so if you change your mind on which post day that you want, you just lift up that washi tape, which is the key. You know, which is one of the reasons why we want to use washi tape in here. And by having it color-coded, I can at a glance know which card is due. Now, I do have online calendars, but when I'm at work, I'm on the computer all day, and sometimes I want to get away from that. So, while we're taking our bold and beautiful break, yes, my boss has a mandatory sit down on the couch, take a break, watching Bold and the Beautiful every week, almost every day when we can do it. So when we're sitting there, I want to be able to get all my cards done. Let's take my Sharpie pen, and I know that I would normally actually write what this is, and this week is just inspiration for both of them. I want to create something every week for my DTs, so we'll make sure that goes there. Now the next little bit is we'll talk about this little flag. This is just a sticky note that I have stamped with this wonderful little flag from the BU stamp set. And I love this. You can create awards kind of thing. And what I plan to do, since I did it on a sticky note, I made sure that it has most of the sticky part of it, so I'll be able to make notes. And not knowingly, I have made two with that shape, and so then I'll be able to move this around, and I think that's just a cute little addition to it. So that's one way that I can extend the BU set. What I also want to do is I want to use these stars as my to-do list checkbox. And because it is a to-do list, and I don't want the checkbox to look like it's already checked, I'm going to go ahead and just use a yellow. And again, this is a nondescript pigment ink, but I know that it doesn't bleed through, and this is a bright, nice bright, kind of like an ochre yellow, which goes well with the washi tape I had picked out for the middle section. And the to-do lines are from another stamp set, and I actually had 6 of them, so I masked off to get only 3, because I only need 3 to-do lists per day, as well as to fit the star. And also with the pigment ink being light, I can go straight over the date. You can get as fancy as you want with this, or you can get, you know, as simple as you want. There are just certain things that I like, and I've used planners since I was about 13. That's when we got our first one for school, and I've always kind of used them. And being an adult now and not in school anymore, I kind of went away from it, but I miss writing things down. I tend to remember it more. And the good thing about the pigment inks is that you can really just take a, you don't have to use your heavy-duty cleaner. If you don't want to, you can just take a wet baby wipe and just be done with it. I have my cleaner next to me, so I'll just do that. So I have my stars up there. I don't have a lot going on this week, actually. It's kind of a slow week as far as cards going. I just have the 2 days, which means I'll probably be making one of the cards there, and one of them is due on this day. So what I want to do is I will go ahead and write in there, you know, for card due. And since that is purple, I will use my purple pen. And because it's color-coded, I know that it's purple and that's the DT. So I know that will do. And now I just kind of want to play around, and I have this giant note section down here. So what I decided that I wanted to do is I wanted to use another stamp from the BU. And we are going to stamp this in blue. One thing I found with when kind of doing this, since it's weekly and it changes so fast, you know, I don't bother with putting a mouse pad down, because it really doesn't matter. If I don't like the way this week looks, then next week I'll change it up. But if I do like it, then I can just recreate it. So nice little, this is how I roll. Clean that up a little bit. And then we can go ahead and just have a little fun. I have another part of the BU. We can do this one in green. And then I can just fill up some spaces as well. You know, with a nice little stamp there. Yeah, I just like using things in different kind of ways. I like extending my stamps. I don't know about you, but I really like using them, and I like seeing them every day. So it's not, so this one stays with me. I don't actually send this away. So that means that I get to actually enjoy my stamps and on a weekly thing. And the camera's moving because of my cat, so I do apologize. Stop. My poor little camera. Oh, if you only knew my setup for my video camera. Oof. So I will just finish this up with a cute little smile every once in a while. You know, it's Saturday, it should smile. Milan! Nay. Seriously. Okay, and another little, yeah, no smile on Monday. We know how that rolls. Ah, smile on Friday. Oh, yeah. So So this is how I use two sets, so the Photo Kaylee and the BU set, but I've shown you how I've used the Al Days. Fall Friends, especially the leaves. The Fall into Fun is what I used on the previous week. Crunch. So I look at the little extras that come with almost every single stamp set that we have from Some Odd Girl. I love all those little extras. That's one of the reasons why I want the physical stamps. But as I kind of mentioned, is that I have made stickers of the digi stamps. Now, Christy had a wonderful tutorial that I've talked about many times, and I loved, loved, loved. It's about taking your images into Photoshop and using a screen in order to colorize them. So I colorized it. I took it into my Silhouette Studio, I traced around it and cut it out, and now I have these wonderful little stickers. And I also did it where I printed it out and I just have them as circles as well. So I used my punch and it works just wonderfully. I think it looks super, super cute. I think that's a good for a Monday. And just to make them into stickers, all I did is run them through my my Xyron X. Simple as that. You can use glue, and I would just suggest using thinner paper. I used my thick Copic paper actually. So I could have colored it, but I decided not to. I just wanted to make it quick and easy. So right here, I have everything how I want it. I think it's not too busy. I've left myself plenty of room to actually write. Anything that I put down behind things, I try to use the lighter color so that I can actually write on top of it. So these smiles, I can write on top of it. I like this bold statement on the bottom. So I hope you have found this informative, and I hope you can take a look at all your stamps. Mix and match your companies. Add in twine, add in the Sunshine Sorbet paper, because those are brilliant little things that just can make your planner extra special. And you can do this in any kind of planner, you know, the Erin Condren bud, the Filofaxes, this is Paper Chase that I'm using. It just really doesn't matter. It's about doing it so you use it. And if it makes me happy looking at it, I'm definitely going to use it. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will catch you later.